I can't believe I'm about to suggest this, but when I look at Ferrari's Icona series cars, I have to ask, is Ferrari the best they've ever been? I never thought there would be a time where they made cars that rivaled their 250 series cars in the 60s. But the SP1 is classic and gorgeous and sexy. The SP2 is classic and gorgeous and sexy with 2 seats. And the SP3 has a striking retro-futuristic design that works impossibly well. And now Ferrari is making a new SP series car that will be a modern-day interpretation of the F40. If Ferrari is able to pull this off and make a worthy F40 successor that has the beauty and refinement of the Icona series, this could be the most exciting car of the decade. The term race car for the road gets thrown around quite a bit, but with the F40, it's true. Based on the Group B Series 288 GTO race car, Ferrari did the bare minimum to make the F40 street legal. It has no floor mats or leather upholstery. The dashboard is covered in gray flannel to reduce glare. The pedals are drilled metal plates. A roll bar is hidden within the interior panels. It's got a 6-point racing harness, and the seats have almost no padding and are covered in Nomex fireproof cloth. It's driving purity taken to an extreme. And it's nearly impossible to control in stop and go traffic, but that's just part of the F40's charm. The exterior design of the F40 is flawless. The proportions are perfect, and every single line complements the complete visual package. The overall design is simple enough to pass the F40 off as a road car, but the 6 nacca ducts found on the hood and sides give it the visual excitement of a race car. And the numerous black details up front perfectly balance out the enormous wing at the rear. Nothing on this car looks out of place. It's visual perfection achieved. It's got the simplicity and beauty of a road car and the details and aggression of a race car. If you're new to my channel, I publish original automotive content. So if you're not subscribed yet, click below to subscribe. And be sure to click the notifications bell so you can be notified about my latest videos. The F40 is mid-engined, and instead of Ferrari's standard naturally aspirated V12, it's powered by a twin turbocharged 2.9-liter V8. The Ferrari F40 might possibly be the most beloved Ferrari made after the 1960s, although the Enzo and LaFerrari are a close call, and Ferrari is about to make a new one. Now at this point, the SP-F40 hasn't been officially confirmed, but it's been reported by Top Gear, CarBuzz, Motor Authority, Drive, Motor One, Auto Gear, and Motors Addict. So there's probably something to the rumor. And the car is not officially being called the SP-F40, but since the Icona series cars produced so far are called the SP1, SP2, and SP3, and since the next car is going to be a modern interpretation of the F40, I figure the name SP-F40 just makes sense. Even though it does sound like a type of sunscreen, but until we know what it's actually named, that's what I'm calling it. Top Gear, who seems to have the best inside track on this car, reports that highly reliable sources are saying the new car will follow the formula used for the Monza SP1, SP2, and Daytona SP3, which were designed to celebrate Ferrari's history by reinterpreting the timeless styling of the Marquis's most iconic cars to radically modern effect, meaning that this will be a true successor that will be focused on design, beauty, and performance. Top Gear also says, this time around, we're expecting stronger connections to the past, like a proper bookcase rear wing, nacca ducts in the bonnet, and that trademark squared off nose. Under the skin? Who knows? But here's our best guess. Any F40 wannabe is going to need a twin-turbo V8, so the SF90 platform would be the obvious choice. Take the more potent SF90XX as a starting point, strip away the batteries and e-motors as per the Daytona SP3 template, and you're left with a 786 horsepower 4-liter twin-turbo V8 powering only the rear wheels. More than enough for period-correct Harry handling. All that's left is to remap the turbos to deliver maximum boost in one big dump at 3,500 RPM, and you have warm and fuzzy analog vibes on tap, until you get trigger happy with the throttle on a wet roundabout. While most everyone in the automotive world is excited about the next Icona series car, the news of Ferrari building a modern-day F40 isn't being met with enthusiasm from every Ferrari fan, as some are worried that the final product won't be able to live up to the original F40's greatness, and many are saying that this might be another half-assed modern interpretation like the revived Lamborghini Countach. And I get where people are coming from with those concerns, as the new Countach was a low-effort rebodying of the Aventador with horribly placed intakes in the doors. In fact, the design of this car was so bad, it was actually disavowed by the designer of the original Countach. But I don't think we need to be concerned about that, because when we compare the Icona SP1 to the revived Countach, we can clearly see that Ferrari put a tremendous amount of passion, beauty, and excitement into it, and it's one of the most gorgeous cars made in the last 20 years, while the Countach was nothing more than a low-effort cash grab. So as long as Ferrari puts the effort into the SP-F40 that it did into the other SP cars, we're all but guaranteed an incredible car. At this point, we have absolutely no idea what this car is going to look like, other than a few design cues taken directly from the F40. But digital designers have been quick to create images of what they think it might look like. And my favorite design is the F399 concept by Sabino Lorentfeld. We also don't know what engine will be powering the SP-F40. While the original F40 had a V8, so far all of the Icona models have been fitted with a V12. Ferrari fans seem to be split over whether the SP-F40 should have a V8 or a V12. Personally, I think it's a tough call. The V8 would make it more true to the original, but seeing as the internal combustion engine might be going away in the near future, maybe Ferrari should be producing as many V12s as they can while it's still legal to do so. I guess at the end of the day, I would like to see it be as true to the F40 as possible and go with the V8. What are your thoughts on this? Which engine should Ferrari be using? So this is pretty incredible news, but as of now, it's still just a breaking story. Hopefully we start getting some official information soon, and if we're lucky, some prototypes might begin appearing in public as well. But as soon as I learn more about this car, I'll be sure and report it to you. Thanks for watching, and for more automotive content that you cannot find anywhere else, click here to subscribe.